Alright, just been to the shops. That's why there's a couple of things out. I'm going to try something I've made this before, but it's not been great, so I'm going to try it again and see if I can improve on it. I'm going to try making lemon chicken. I have some rice already cooked, so we're just going to focus on the chicken and the lemon sauce. And what I'll show you is how to cook up some chicken, some quite plain chicken, and get some decent flavour into it. We'll do that first. And I'm also going to marinate this chicken as well for some other things. So I'm going to use some, what am I going to use? Turmeric, garam masala, the tandoori definitely. I'll do some peri peri as well. So I'm going to turn that down a wee bit, might be a couple of minutes before we start that. I'll do that to 3. Okay. So I got these chicken breasts, not my first choice. I would rather have got thighs, but they didn't have any. And I would rather have got the organic and free range stuff, but my small supermarket doesn't sell these. It doesn't sell that, unfortunately. So yeah, it's not. I don't buy this very often, but it's kind of reluctantly I did buy it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the breast. Actually, do you know what? This chopping board is not right. I thought I'd start using this as my meat chopping board, but it's no good. It doesn't grip. What I want to do is I want it to grip like that. That's better. So cut the breast in half, and then I want kind of thinnish slices just to kind of be able to fry. So you cut it in half, and then the thin bit of the breast you cut through its equator just once, and then this one you cut it through the middle, well not the middle, but you know, cut it into 3. You're creating these thin slices. Creating these thin slices, and what I'll do is I'll fry these up. So for the lemon chicken, I will fry up. I'm not even going to use a whole breast, I don't think. Just think 4 pieces will be enough. So we'll do the rest of this. Just cut it in half. And actually, that's so thick I might get 3 out of this as well. And what I'll make up, I'll marinate this chicken, and then I'll do some couscous with this next time. It just helps it cook quicker, and it's more surface area for the different flavours we're going to put onto it. We'll just stick it all in there from there. Cut my finger there. Didn't cut myself though, quite. Yeah, cut myself with these global knives. It's like serious, you know what I mean? In the Chinese restaurant, you know, we all like the lemon chicken you get from there. But what they do is they'll use diluting lemon juice, bottle of diluting lemon juice, and they will with MSG and stuff in it. So I'd rather do something with fresh lemons. In fact, let's get this chicken cooking, because it can cook up early-ish. That's okay. So the lemon chicken, I'm just going to cook it plain, and I'll show you a wee trick. Turn that up a wee bit. I'll show you a wee trick with this chicken that'll... I did this before and it was really good. This is just going to be plain fried chicken with just salt and pepper, and that's it. So get that going. And to marinate my chicken, I'm going to do, you just put some oil on it. Plastic container ready, and I'm going to just put on, let's start with tandoori spices. So you just put some oil. I wouldn't put salt on it because the salt will pull the moisture out, so this is going to sit overnight. So just put a good bit of the powders onto it. Just a wee bit of oil to help it stick, and then pack that into a container like that. And the next lot, let's do that. Bit of oil and peri peri. So you get all these wee different jars of spices with, you know, barbecue spices and different things. This is quite spicy, this peri peri, I think. Just see chilli flakes in it. And it's good to just pick them up. They're only £1, and you know they transform a boring old chicken breast. And you just mix them together, it's fine. So just salt and pepper. I can smell that that's going to be nice and brown underneath. Yeah, so you're getting some colour onto it. That's what we want. I want to get some colour onto it. Keep the heat fairly high when you go number 5. You want to get some good colour onto that. And then the last one, I'm going to make my fingers all yellow. Get some turmeric. Because you know you always want any excuse to get turmeric. A bit of turmeric. And some garam masala. The good things of these wee jars is they're one-handed operation to open them. So just garam masala and turmeric, or any kind of curry powder or anything, that kind of thing. Do it. Smells really nice. So they'll marinate overnight until I cook them tomorrow. Doesn't matter if they mix together, it's okay. Put that in the fridge. So a wee bit high now. So what I'm looking to do is to get some colour onto that chicken. And obviously with chicken, you know, you need to have a good clean up, warm soapy water. I need to find another use for this chopping board, because it's not quite good for raw meat. I think fish will be the same. I think fish would be sliding around all over on it. Once we do this, that chicken will be pretty much done, and then we can focus on it. We can focus on the lemon sauce. Okay, so what I want to do with this chicken is this touched raw chicken the first time I turned it over. So I'm going to give it a clean. Certain things I don't bother about when it comes to hygiene, but then there's certain things that are that I do bother about. So this is just some plain old chicken breast that's now cooked. got nice colour onto it, but what I'll do is put a wee touch of water into it. A bit too much water into it. And then what the water's going to do is deglaze the bottom of the pan, and it's going to create almost like a wee sauce. You can see the colour of it. The camera zooming in here. You can see the colour of it. It's got nice colour on it. It's nice and brown. And you just want to coat the chicken in that sauce, and you can see that that's a beige, bland, boring. All the bees are now brown. Chicken breast, a beige, bland, boring breast, that just with that wee technique of adding that wee bit of water in at the end, look at the colour on that now, and that's all flavour. That it's kind of bovrily, marmitey, and I don't like either of those things, but it's kind of you see all that's disappeared, and all that water is concentrated right down now, and it's lifted all the sticky bits off the pan, and it has attached it all to the chicken. So turn that off, but so you can see, and there's good flavour in that. So that's just a nice wee technique of cooking up a boring old chicken breast, and you can see the colour that I've got onto it, and it's all coated and it's all juicy. So what I will do with that is I'll just pop it in this board. I think I'll just make the lemon sauce straight into the same pan. Why not? You can see the colour, how dark that sauce is. Not really a sauce, but those juices are just from a plain chicken breast. So that's quite a nice way to cook a chicken breast, and you know, it's completely plain and boring. But you know, you can actually get some quite nice flavour onto it by doing that. So the next thing we have to do now is the lemon sauce. I'm not quite sure how to do this. It's closed, but I will try something. I'm thinking honey, coriander, garlic, and I've got an onion there as well. I might put in a wee bit of onion, but we'll try it. So I have a wee bit of onion. Oh, I want onion. I'm not sure. Let's have a think while I shall squeeze the lemon. I'll have a think. A bit of old lemon here. And garlic maybe as well. And the Chinese, they would thicken it with corn flour, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. It tends to go a wee bit gloopy. It's not very nice. Yeah, let's do the lot. Might be a bit too much, but the amount of flipping time you spend dealing with lemon seeds. It's all very well to put it through a sieve or something, but then you sieve out all the fleshy bit, and that's quite nice. Adds a lot of flavour, that. Even though I'm probably lifting most of it out. Nice. So, lemon sauce. What should I do? I think we shall make it in that same pan, and garlic in it. Yeah, let's just try something. So let's just pop this in. And I want a wee bit of garlic. Put the heat onto that. Lift out those. Oh, they're such a nuisance. Right, seedless. So I'm thinking a wee bit of garlic, but maybe not too much. Maybe just one small clove. And chilies as well, why not? So just want that to gently warm. And that chicken will just sit there, that's fine. That's fine that it cools down a wee bit. So I guess if you're watching this, then it was successful. Because if it's horrible, then I just won't put it up. Thinking about when I've done this before, you know, what was wrong with it, and I think that it was lacking a wee bit of sweetness. So that's why I've got the honey. And there it is. Chili through it as well. That's an onion. I don't think I'll bother with the. I was going to fry the onion first of all and maybe put some vegetables through it, but I won't bother. This is my vegetable and herb rice that I'm going to have it with, which I didn't put into a plastic container again. And I'm thinking then just some. This is some coriander. Again, £1 for this. Got this from the fruit and veg shop, so really good value as opposed to those tiny wee packets that cost 80p, although coriander can dominate a wee bit. So thinking a wee bit of honey into this as well. So it's just got a seal on it. Yep. I mean, it does actually taste like it does taste like lemsip, you know, your honey and lemon. Actually, let's thicken it a wee bit. So, got to make sure you don't mix up your corn flour with your ice and sugar. This is a very satisfying task, this. If you ever mixed corn flour through with some water, you should really put the corn flour in first, but just pressing that through your fingers, it's a very nice feeling. That's all they do in the Chinese to. I'm thinking I might to thicken it, but I think I might put in a wee bit of sugar as well. Just the honey gives that sort of medicine-y type flavour. That's just not really ideal. But I do want to cut through the sharpness of the lemon. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think the sugar, yeah, honey seems like a good idea, but I think that just sugar is better. The sugar with the garlic and ginger, I think the sugar with the lemon and the garlic and ginger, that, because you're going savoury, is good. That's nice actually. That's very nice actually, so yeah, that'll work. I think that'll work. Just my fingers is fine. Benefits of cooking for us, a wee bit much here, but that's okay. Should use a spoon, but cooking for yourself, it doesn't really matter. We're ready to do that, put that in for a couple of minutes. So I think that's enough sugar, so that's good. And the coriander smell is just hitting me now, so that's good. So yeah, I'll put a touch of the corn flour and water in it, just a wee bit, just to give it a wee bit thickness. It's good to thicken the sauce because with a thick sauce it sticks around the meat better, and so therefore you get more sauce with every mouthful rather than it just kind of running down to the bottom of the plate into the bottom of the rice. This will stick around the meat better. So although people will say to you, oh, you shouldn't heat up, you shouldn't thicken sauces, they're better natural and thin. I actually prefer thickening the sauce. And you can see there's nothing to it. That's done. Using this, but that's really hot. When I'm taking that out of the microwave, I touch the base of it and it burns my finger, so I know that it's cooked all the way through. So with the chicken, I'm just going to slice it up. So that's a boring old chicken breast, but just that way of cooking it, getting some colour onto it, and then adding the water, deglazing it, and then reducing the water right down and creating a nice bit of kind of natural stock sauce. It's really, really good. And you can see as well how clean up as you go along. So as usual, I create a plate of food and a clean kitchen. So that's that. Let's do this. it's gone a wee bit thick, but maybe a wee bit too thick, but that's alright. That will stick really nicely over that chicken. There you go, nice. You have to watch with the cornflour and water. It does go very, very thick very quickly. Maybe a wee bit too thick, but that'll be good. And then you've got your lightly cooked garlic and ginger in there as well. Just a quick clean up as well. You can see as well, just by giving these things a quick rinse straight away. I mean that's all far too hot to eat at the moment anyway. So while it's cooling down, you may as well have a tidy up. I'm going to leave the coriander out because it was a wee bit damp. It's a wee bit of moisture on it, so we'll let it dry out so it lasts. So that's you there, lemon chicken with herb and vegetable rice that I cooked the other day. And I think that's quite a nice wee lemon sauce. So that's just fresh lemon, so there's no MSG, no salt, nothing like that in it. Just I think fresh lemon juice, garlic, ginger, chillies, a bit of sugar, thickened with corn flour and water. And that's done. The coriander I think dominated the lemon sauce just a wee bit, so maybe I could do without the coriander. Apart from that, really, really nice.